It's me, Sleepy. Time to read some scary stuff. You feel that chill? That quiver? Oh, it's just your cat. But wait, you don't have a cat. Anyway, I'm gonna start reading some creepypastas. I decided we should probably read about 5 of them. So, I'll be putting on my dramatic voice as best as I can. And we'll start off. It started as a leak. The rainy season began in early summer, and June had no exception. It did not surprise the man when he discovered rainwater dripping from his dining room ceiling. Shrugging it off, he placed a tall pot beneath the leak and expected it to stop on its own. However, it continued to rain, and before he knew it, the pot would threaten to overflow. He had to dump the water out first thing in the morning and straight after he returned home from work. Eventually, he began to notice water damage at the source of the leak. The water ceiling had discolored, turning it into a dull shade of brown. Boo-boo brown. He checked the weather and realized that it would continue to rain sporadically. Wow, that's a long ass word. Over the next 10 days. The man was worried about the ceiling and becoming an expensive repair. So he called a local handyman. Unfortunately, the man could not sign to have the repairs done. Only his landlord could. It was a frustrating policy. The man called his landlord but could not reach him. He probably at Vegas. He left a few voicemails detailing how the damage was becoming progressively worse. Okay. The man was clueless as to why his landlord would not return his calls. They usually kept in touch, speaking at least twice a month. Finally, he reasoned that he would not be held accountable for any damages for any damages sustained to this nice household that he calls a home. Really, it's a crappy studio apartment, but really, let's move on. One night, the man was startled awake by a massive thump. His neighbors were at it again. He quickly turned on his bedside lamp, and just vaguely, he could see an overturned table and a large shape laying across it. He sprinted out of his apartment and called the police, gagging at the smell. The man sat at the Get out of here. The man sat in the police station with a blanket. Sorry, guys. Blanket wrapped around his shoulders and a coffee mug resting in his hands. He did know one thing. There had been a body in his ceiling, and the water had saturated so badly that it caved under the weight of all that body mass. So far, the body was unidentifiable due to the rainwater and was being autopsied. While the man waited, he called his landlord and finally reached him, panicking as he explained the situation. His landlord was just as alarmed, and the man pleaded for him to come to the station while he made his statement. The man paused as a detective crossed over to him, and he lowered his phone, wondering if the body had been identified. His blood ran immediately cold, and he shook his head with terror. The body belonged to Richard Thompson, his landlord, and he died over a year ago. That's not what disturbed him the most. If his landlord was dead, then who was pretending to be him? Credit Ariel Low. I actually like this. This was nice. So guys, I don't know if I should continue this or not. If you liked it, please like the video, comment on it, and I'll continue this more often. Bye bye.